Am I live? There we go. God. YouTube taking its sweet time to tell me. I mean, like for 15 seconds, yeah. Hey guys, Rorius here. We're back with this puzzle. We're back with Obduction. With this puzzle. I left myself this puzzle for the start of the stream. Now, because I knew this puzzle was going to be complicated, I did a bunch of things, including uh, saving it here, taking a snapshot of this, of this in its original state, and then messing around with the puzzle a little bit to try and get something going. Welcome to the jungle, then. Yeah. Um, I will say I did chuckle at Zach's Guess Who's Fist One. um, yeah. Uh, yeah, let's just say, um, there's a few ways that I could make this happen. There's, yeah, uh, oh, I gotta remember now. I don't think I could get this to line up, could I? This doesn't line up. So, I remember thinking there's two ways I can make this work. But one of them would require I do it and then undo it. Because I could theoretically make a path straight through from the bottom to the top to get to whatever that is. But ultimately I need it to go from one corner to the other. I need to go from here, yeah, either here to there or there to there, in order to get to the other two sides. And I'm going to guess that there's some kind of rotator similar to this on the other corners, because I can't imagine there'd be any other way to get over there. On one of those two pieces, there must be a rotator. Because, like, you can't get from here to here. It's just impossible. Yeah. At least I think it is. Maybe I am misremembering, but I feel like that's the case. Aw. Oh, you mean because it's opposite day? Oh, hey Tiana, I saw you in the Discord. Welcome, welcome. I hope you may have some time to hang out with me on the stream. But yeah, so what I figured was I did use some hints from a guide to help me with this. Um, so yeah, I used my probing the device and now and a couple of hints to figure out what I think is the solution. And it starts with me fixing this orb here. So let's go down again. So, yep, we're gonna get the low poly, low bit rate, low bit ratius. Been hanging out as being on the stream with you or in the chat. I just mean in just around the stream. I won't make you talk out loud. Okay, so if we recall, this was like that, so I need it to be... Nope. Wrong way. I'll just keep rotating it that way. Oh, hey Joan. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I think I need it to be this way. Right? Or do I need it one more? One more, I think. Because I think I was only supposed to rotate it once in one direction, but I ended up rotating it the wrong way. So I think that's the way I need it to be. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of low bit ratius in the start of this stream. Because I need to keep jumping back and forth with this puzzle. Okay. Now if I go up, that should connect these together, yep. Okay, so we've connected this path. Now we rotate, I think it's this way, yep. Now, something that we don't see, ever, is what direction the... Like, well, what we don't see is what is on the other side of the warp. When we warp, we don't have we don't see what comes to Murray when we go back to Hunrath. So that's where this comes in. I actually need to do this. This is where the hints came in for me, because I didn't think about this when I was probing the machine. Rorius, you're very nice and you'll eat all of your friends again. I may do. Ooh, what's my phone tell? Oh, my phone's dying, is it? No. Some other messages are coming through. What do you want? What do you want, people? Right, yeah, I know. Don't need to remind me. I'm gonna plug it in anyway. Okay, so, where are we? Where's the... Oh, right, this one's one of these ones. You crank the handle, and yeah, boop. Yeah. This one, for me, this took me a hint, because I did think, like, how would I get access to... Was this one of the ones that took me a hint? I think it was. I remember now. It's been many days since I was fucking around with the machine. Yeah, because I discovered on the stream that I could get back to those previous ones, and I briefly thought at the time that I was like, oh, I bet I'm gonna have to go all the way back and use one of them for this. Yeah, so you see, there's a straight line piece here. This is the other piece. This is the fabled fifth piece that you never see normally. We need to rotate this. I can tell already. The fabled 5th piece. We need to swap it out for the piece that was on the left side of the circle initially. Microwave can show up in a view of me? Probably. I was looking at the stream and I was like, watching for the moment where I read your comment. Oh. Right, I need to call the elevator. Come to me, elevator. Cool. Alright. Now if I've done it right. Yes, it looks like I have. This is now a straight line piece. Which means that we've connected 2 of the 4... yeah, that's right. I can fucking math. 2 of the 4 pieces we need to connect. This way once more. This one, once again, we just need to rotate it. We need to go from left to down, so we need to rotate it twice in either direction. Once again, let's warp. I'm a girl all along. I see. For those questions that are inevitable on my streams, I has... Oh, I actually can't fucking see it, can you? Because it's low bitrate mode. Okay. Everything back to high bitrate. I has muffin. I have a This is a Costco muffin. These Costco muffins are fucking massive. So yeah, hand for scale. And my hand is a fairly big hand. It's fucking huge. They're flat, but they're fucking huge. I have that in case I get hungry. And a nice glass of zero sugar Coke. I like that I have a 0 sugar Coke. And then a fucking sugar-filled muffin for breakfast. Okay, it doesn't matter which one I press. It just needs to rotate twice. Yeah. Eat all of the muffin? No! I want to savor it. Eat it slowly. I mean, I will eat all of it eventually. But I want to take my time. No wonder Rorius is so sweet. Well, thank you. No, you're so sweet. Okay. 3 out of 4. Right. Now, we just need to rotate this. Wait, does this... No, this one doesn't line up either, does it? That's right, this one needs to be swapped with the other one that's on the other side. Because it doesn't fit. Shit, how am I gonna figure out which... Oh... I think I'm gonna have to keep teleporting back and forth to figure out which orientation I need the other one to be. Because... Yeah, I need this... I need one side to line up with this. With the straight angles. But I need it to be in reverse. This one it isn't possible to line this one up with that path. But it is able, you can line it up with the other one, so. Just sour. So if I believe I'm right, after all my calculations, if my calculations are correct, this should be the final thing. Ugh, my jaw. My jaw has been really killing me recently. I've talked about this before on a previous stream. I have, my jaw doesn't locate properly in the side of my skull. Right, I need to not go through there, not rotate that, just go back via one of these previous ones. Did I go the right way? Oh, I did. I was so sure I didn't. Yeah, I have a jaw that, oh yeah, why not? Let's go through this one. That, I've literally had an x-ray of my skull when I was getting dental work done. I had an x-ray done of my lower jaw, like, my lower skull, I suppose. That it was like upper jaw, lower jaw sort of thing. And I literally have a picture of the fact that on this side, my lower jaw, the part of the bone that comes up, literally doesn't sit in the socket up here where it's supposed to. And so, if I'm not careful, like, which is most of the time, like most of the time, my jaw it just sits out of the socket. It just sits there, out of the socket. But oh no, I need to check. That's right. I was like, did I do it wrong? I need to check if it's lined up. Yeah. So before we check, so most of the time it's not actually, like, it's just floating. My jaw just floats. And so if I'm not careful, the bone, so imagine the socket is here, and this is the jaw bone that's supposed to slot in like this, and then rotate within the jaw, within the socket. Yeah, my jaw just sits like this out here. And so when I move my jaw, it does this. It moves freely. And if my jaw sits awkwardly, it sits against here or sits over here, or sits out of place, it presses up against something, then it's like grinding the thing against, like, there's protections, there's stuff on the surface of your bones, especially ones that sit inside a ball joint, but it can squeeze things that's not supposed to be squeezed, like muscles that are supposed to come down. The jaw can, like, push against them and cause inflammation, and then if it gets inflamed, the problem only gets worse, because it can't then, because I can resituate it back in the socket. If I do the right movements, I can, like, get it to pop back into its socket. And once I do that, I can, like, eat and talk without any problems. But if it doesn't sit, if it's not sitting right, and it's just freely flowing around, it can sometimes, yeah, cause problems, get inflamed, and then I've just got a jaw that won't work. I can't, like, when that happens, I can't eat properly without pain. Sometimes if it's really bad, I can't even talk without hurting myself. Thankfully, most of the time, I can pop my jaw into place, but the last couple days I have not been able to do it. I need to, like, take some anti-inflammatory medication to stop it from being inflamed, so that I can then pop it back into place, and then it will just fix itself. But for now, I am able to open my mouth and talk and stuff, but eating is a real pain at the moment. Oh, wonderful. I was really hoping it would just light up. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to have to constantly teleport back and forth. Okay, now. We have it lined up. Actually, we can go any direction. We can actually... Well, no, any direction but going straight forward. I can go left, right, and... if the left or right has a thing I can press to rotate the circle, then I'll be good. I'll be good for straight through as well. But I remember I looked up. One of the hints suggested that we take a specific path first, and then we come back to the sphere. So let's do it. Let's follow the hint. Is there a button? Oh, I don't see a button. God dang it. Yeah. Apparently, you can go up here, and it's a big old deal, but apparently you should go this way first. I don't know what's gonna be this way, but this is the way you... It suggests going this way first, and then going back to the sphere, like, puzzle thing, and doing more stuff there before going into the ship. Oh. Shortcut, maybe? Once again, I think we're gonna go for oh, I don't have my guide open. Can I remember? I remember this, I think. I remember this in the middle. Pretty sure it's like this. No, wait, is it like that? Did I do it right? Did I just like fucking chance that correctly? Holy crap. Pardon me. I just fucking plucked that out of my brain. Whoa. That's wild. Okay. That's the way we came, wasn't it? We went... Yeah, yeah. I suppose that's why they said to go that way first, is you just open up a shortcut, and then... you just go back through and... do more of the circle. I'm finished the maze, yep. Okay. So now if I rotate like that, I can go off to the right. Yeah, I don't know. If there's no rotate button on that other side, I don't know how this would work with that setup. I might have to do more modification of the sphere. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to. The guide lied to me. It suggested that was it, you know. Yeah, because I've been occasionally from time to time been using a hint guide to help me with some of the more complicated things. like the Villain number system. I believe I like used it to help me with that as well. I've got the fucking hiccups now. God fucking damn it. Did the guy tell you to get the center button in the maze before going to the other buttons? No, it didn't. It didn't tell me that. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's one of these doors. But I think I know how I can get the center button. I'm just gonna have to get the center button and then come back though. That's the problem, is that the guide misled me. I'm gonna have to do some more rotations to get the center button and then undo those rotations. That's the issue. It's so weird. It's so weird the way that warp works. Now, because as I explained earlier in the stream, initially I just probed around at the device, but then in the guide it was like, do not touch the device. Like, keep it in this form. So basically, I undid everything I probed at. I returned it to its like original state. Using what I knew. I'm just gonna get the guide up just to have a look to see what it said. And so I was like, oh okay. It's returned it back to the way it was, and then I used some of the hints. Just like, I kind of figured what I needed to do, but one of the things I didn't realize, I didn't think about, was the fact that there was a fifth piece that I could work with. So yeah, that threw me for a loop. One second. I'm just gonna check. So it says to do it in this order, but then okay, you've set the path. And yeah, it says to go up the dirt path first, then right walkway to the dome, center walkway to number generator. So C. Let's go to C. Oh, okay. The guide literally just says to go back to the thing, realign it. The center walkway. Turn the large circle, the puzzle, 180 degrees. Run around your loop through dome. Okay. The new bridge. Back to the ship, then turn left and go. Run through the maze path. Oh, I see what it... Oh, okay. No, it doesn't say to redo... No. No. I see why it suggested the path that it did. I see why it suggested the path that it did. It's because what you can do is... What it did... This is the path that it ended up suggesting. Is you get this straight through... going around to the left like that, with the start being over there. It suggests this path going like this. The reason it suggests it is because, like, firstly, you can go to the left this way, then if you rotate it 180 degrees, you can go right through to the wall. But then what I can do now is if I rotate it, since I've been the dirt path on that other side, I can rotate it like this, and then I don't have to do any more puzzle here. I just go down, because we opened up the shortcut. We opened up that shortcut earlier, so we can literally run back through the shortcut. No more need for teleporting. And we'll be on the left side. And we can then run... Yeah, see, we got this shortcut open now. So we can run around the left side. And then go from the left through to... the Villain number thingy. So yeah, so you don't have to do the number thing first. It looks as though this is actually a fairly free-form puzzle, but everyone warned me about it, and then the guide was like, yeah, the guide was literally like, do not touch the puzzle until you've done this. I'm assuming it's one of these, yeah. Yep, there we are. So you can solve the middle exit, then the left and right exits. No, you just get the left exit. Just go have a path going from the bottom to the left, or just have an L-shaped solution, and then you can get to everything one way or another. So yeah. But the thing is, I can totally see how you'd do that, Nathan. Like your solution, which is to get a straight through path first, because it's definitely achievable. That's definitely an achievable solution. Oh. Is there nothing here? Maybe there'll be something here later. Interesting. But for now, it would seem that that's all that's over this way. So let's go back through. Alright, let's go into the ship. Before we go in...
I fear for safety.
You are not. You are making very bad decisions.
God, I also looked up has an easier way to solve the maze. Which guy did you look up? So honestly, that solution was pretty straightforward. I only had to teleport, what? I only had to teleport to and fro 4 times. Yeah. Oh, actually, I should see what the hell that thing was. What does that button do down here? What does this do? Oh,
Do you see the problem is? The beast is trying to kill me. I have a weapon.
But beast has trap.
yeah, it won't go through. I just mean, like, what does their... What does their solution entail is what I guess I was meaning. Where did he go? I heard footsteps. Unless that was just the pieces opening up. This is like a pod. This is like one of those Half-Life pods that you... Oh. This is straight up like a Citadel pod from Half-Life. Okay. Now you're making me, Nathan, you're making me think, is there some way to only do 2 sides or something? And then that's the solution, and you can do all directions of those 2 sides. Because that might be, now that I think about it. Okay. That might be the way that those things, the Valayan, normally transport themselves. Okay. I can't walk any further. What if that's a standard Valayan transport? What would this activate? Let's, once again. Oh, there's a missing dot. Oh, I'm going down. I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to explore it a bit more before I thought this was gonna activate something physical. Oh. Oh. I took a picture of them by accident. That looks like a person. There's a person in that pod. Who is that? I suppose if I put 0 in, that'll bring me back. Get me out of here. So there are numbers. That was 1014. I just looked at. I need to find I need to find a number for a pod that has a particular person or alien in it. Okay. You could post it in there, but I'm not gonna be able to see it until the end of the stream. So I no longer have Discord open. But yeah, I mean, you can post it there for future me to have a look at and see what's up. Yeah. It's me in the future. It's future me trapped in ice or whatever, in stasis. Yeah, what's going? Oh. Can I help you? No. Isn't that one of those things that kills you? How do I save this man? Wait, what's this? Just casually read a book. Oh, okay. I see. So, floor 2, position 12. Yeah. This would be a good thing to take a photo of. Oh, there's so many pages. So I got Farley. I saw Farley. I'll take a picture of this one as well. And a picture of this one. Oh my god. Sometimes getting out of books is such a pain. Oh, that door. I want to save Mr. Alien. I think you guys are the good guys. Okay, let's go down the side path. I'm not used to seeing live people or aliens in these games. I'm so used to it's a villain. I'm not used to that's why I want to save him. I'm not used to seeing live people in these. I'm so used to it being like there's the FMV stuff. Nope. It's not that, it's this. Is it that? Yeah, okay. Is this another shortcut? This sure looks like another shortcut. Yeah, I'm pretty certain. Yes, yeah, this is back to the start. Oh, damn. This is right back to the start of the area. Yeah, we've seen a dead Mofang. Oh, right. We've seen a dead Mofang. And I'm pretty sure we've seen a disguised Mofang. Is this your gun? Can I help you? there's the mayor, but like not the mayor. It's a Mofang in disguise. I don't know what the orb is, but I'm pretty sure this is that death machine thing. Pretty sure it said, "Do not approach those." The Mofang mayor, yeah. You could tell as soon as the very first, okay, I'm gonna have to go back round, I think. I have to figure out where to go next. What on earth is that over there? Oh, it's one of the warp things. Yeah. It's human technology is what it is. The very first animation that had him in, like, very first, image of the mayor on one of those devices had him. Firstly, he speaks. He's not speaking like a human. He's speaking like an alien struggling to speak English. And then secondly, he had like a red shimmer over his body. Oh, nice. What kind of pizza did you have? Oh, that's the tree there. I didn't even see the tree before. There's a bridge to it that we don't have access to yet. Huh. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I shouldn't have to come back like this. There was a sausage pizza homemade with sweet peppers inside. Ooh. Sounds yum, but it also sounds like it might have been spicy. Why is it spicy? Oh, this is the...
Don't panic. This is the best way to keep everyone safe. Just stay
Yeah.
on this path and cross the first bridge.
So yeah, that area that we just got to was the sign-in area. Oh, okay. You mean like a bell pepper? Right. I probably just need to find the right person. Let's have a look in the book. So they've got this highlighted. What would that equate to? Those aren't numbers. Oh, we could probably meet a bunch of aliens if we choose the right names and numbers. Who did I choose? It was like 11, 14, I think. 11, 13. 11, 10. 11, 11. 11, 6, 11, 5. 11, 15. 11, 12. 11, 14. So we met Claire. That's who we met just now. Are we good to get Farley? 2, 12. So 2. And then 12. I guess you'd go with 8 and 4, but how's that gonna work with the 2? I just put in 2. So now this... That's 12, if I'm not mistaken. So now... Wait, was it 212? I've immediately forgotten. I think it was 212, wasn't it? Or is it 214? No, close this one. It is 212. Oh. Oh, there's a 12-0. Would it open a door when you're going back up? I don't think so. I don't know. I just want to. I honestly, reason I'm putting Farley, or I want Farley's number is. Oh damn, like a purplish colored Valayan. For some reason I imagine them being gray. Okay, wait. I just want to see her in person. That's all. Pod number. Should I put the pod number in rather than the floor and position? Because floor and position hasn't worked for me so far. Yeah, they're in some kind of stasis. I just want to see. I want to see Farley. Um, so what is this suggesting? Floor and position? Yeah, there's something up with the fact that there's no dot there. Well, firstly, yeah, no, I can't do that. Like it's suggesting. Um, um, can you do 12 with a... Oh, promising, promising. Nope. Oh, the pod's empty. It's... Okay, apparently that got me to 912. Right, okay. Okay, okay. I was like, yep, it's gonna go to 5. I knew it. I fucking knew it. What's in here? Oh, another person I can't really see. Oh, it actually updated. It like corrected my... Okay, so wait, if I go 2 then... I swear last time that just made me go way down the bottom. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it was the fact that I... Sweet Carolyn. Yeah. I got an achievement. Sweet Caroline. Boom, boom, boom. I met Carolyn. Hey, Carolyn. Carolyn Farley. Okay, now, who am I actually looking for? Who do I actually want? Remainer. Yeah, Cecil was a Remainer. Aprar was the Villain Remainer. Who? Orbar was also a Villain Remainer. And Trar was a third Villain Remainer. Imagine computer screens that use liquid. That would be really fascinating. Some sort of like conductive liquid. So as you drag the pieces around, and they're like half goo, half fluid. So you like slide your finger through it like connects the gooey spots together, and then a current is run through it, and that it can determine what number it is based on like where it where it enters and where it exits. Okay. I guess I'm looking for important names. I can delete this one. So, what other names stand out? I was. I hadn't seen it yet. Oh, it's in alphabetical order. I didn't even realize it was in alphabetical order. Um, shit. What was his name again? Was it Jeremiah? I thought it was like James. I thought it was like Jensen. Maybe it's Jensen Jeremiah, or is Jeremiah his first name? No, Joseph. Joseph is first name. There it is. 1413. Joseph. Some of them are surname and some of them are first name. That's what threw me just now. I was looking for Jensen, I think. The mayor history. Oh. Well, I'm just gonna do this one first. Joseph. 1413. Okay. So 14. And then oh, how the hell would I do 13? Okay, is this 14? This is gonna be 14-0. Okay. I'm right about 14. But that's 14-0. Which has this Verlaine in it. Okay. Oh, I did it the wrong way around. But that's 14 now. Really? I thought 12 was this way. That must be 8. This is 12. I don't know. Weird. So now I have to come up and I have to develop the number 13. Well, if that's 12. How do I even... Do I do something like that? Didn't think so. That should be... That'll be 14-12, which isn't what I'm looking for. It's gonna go to that one. Yeah. Just a pile of books. It did mention putting stuff like that in there. How do I even add one to this? Oh, that did something. Oh. Alright. That worked. It's very odd. There's the mayor. I mean, once again, I don't think it's gonna do anything. This is what I'm confused by. I don't know what outcome I expect. The just should be gone? That's a very unintuitive puzzle. Like, finding the people? That's cool. But the fact that that now just opens a door, that's really dumb. That's really dumb. Unless there's an explanation I'm missing. Did it say something about if you go to that pod that you... And now it just disappears. That's silly. I'm sorry I can't help you. I really want to help you, but I can't. The game won't let me. That's really silly. But yeah, here he is. Our fake mayor. He even has a Mofang pistol. Yeah. Yeah, so this is apparently death. I was thinking you thought those were Lego blocks. Can I like quick save? Nah. What happens if I touch it? Close to death achievement? Ah. It's like a nuke. Game over. Oh. I got achievement unlocked, personal thanks. Holy shit. End of game. Game over. Yeah. It's weird. Could you die earlier in the game? Because when I looked at the achievements, I looked at one point I looked at the achievements just briefly. And I had a bunch of achievements near the top, but there was one that was grayed out. That was the thank you achievement. I didn't know how to get it. I didn't know what it was. I now know that it was for finishing the game in some way, shape, or form. Personal thanks achievement was getting an ending. Yeah, yeah. So, is there an ending you can get right near the start? Not finding every backer item. Oh, personal thanks. Thanks to all our backers. Yeah, yeah. But like, yeah, that was one of the achievements that a lot of other people had got. When I looked at global achievement stats, thank you was right up the top. It was like, it's the 4th achievement. but connecting Kaptar's heart is lower than the thank you achievement. The personal thank you achievement. So I was like, yeah, there's a different achievement. I think the one you're thinking of, Nathan, is called Excellent. There's an achievement called Excellent, which I think is going to be the backer things, unless there's a specific Easter egg that is that. Yeah, the personal thanks achievement is listed as the fourth most common achievement above Chain My Heart, which is Kaptar connected to the heart. So you must be able to die before you connect Kaptar's heart. I know. I should probably just hit back. I don't think it's going to be anything in the load game. I didn't think there was going to be anything in the. I don't think there's anything in the credits. I just thought I was gonna let it run through, but I suppose I shall not make people wait. Before I use that... Aw, that's a dead one. If you hadn't made it such a gauntlet for me to get to, I might have been able to save you guys. I'm curious. Oh. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, I'm so curious to see what that looks like. I hate that left and right is actually left and right, but then up and down is inverted. That's awful. You do one or the other, not both. There he is. The truth. The truth of that mayor trying to get our attention. Oh, this music. Oh, that's a seed. The Mopang used the seed to teleport this device across into Kaptar. Sorry, into Mayar. Like a bomb. Okay, once again, can I remember how it goes? Sorry, if I hit C, turns all that shit off. Stops it from being fucking... There we go. Yeah, if I press C, it turns it into cursor mode. Which is, I should use that more often because the way the camera moves when I'm trying to input stuff, it's kind of can be a little bit disorienting and upsetting. Oh, there's the tree. I have access to the tree now. Yeah, I figured. I'm very aware, Nathan. You don't need to tell me these things. There's something, not commenting or chatting or whatever, but this is actually kind of something I've talked about before. Is I prefer it in games when games don't spell everything out for you, or media generally. I prefer media where the oh weird. I prefer media broadly when it lets you figure out your own. I'm assuming all directions are going to be blocked until I activate the liquid. Yeah. This is cool that it has its own windows. Oh. Mofang doesn't even show up in this one. Did they like disconnect their Mofang one or something? Maybe the Villain disconnected their Mofang connector because they were at war with each other. No, I've talked about it before. I've talked about it with someone before, but one of the reasons why I struggle to watch anime. Verdant Pulse. Yeah. I struggle to watch a lot of anime, and one of the reasons I figured was why, is because so much anime, I think it's because it's designed for kids or people who aren't really paying attention. And so a lot of it is. I'm not saying all of it is. There's plenty of anime that's definitely not aimed at children. But so much anime that I've watched, the anime doesn't trust the viewer to understand what's going on. Let's just say I was watching, a good example of this is that I was watching, is it Beast Slayer? I was watching an anime called Beast Slayer. I think it's Beast Slayer. Or Demon Slayer. I forget which one it is. Demon Slayer, I think it probably actually is. And there was just this one scene where the main character was fighting this, like, demon monster. And it, like, the demon that he was fighting, like, phased into the ground. And for the next several moments, the game, the anime insisted on explaining, like, it jumped into the character's head, started going through with, like, explaining, like, oh, this monster, it appears to have disappeared. Where could it have gone? And then, like, after some more interaction with the demon and, like, I guess figuring out what, oh, here it is. So it is still there. After a bit more interaction and, like, figuring out, like, what the demon was, it went through and, like, explained, it basically sat for a good, like, 5 minutes. The character and the demon were just standing across the street from each other, while, the anime using, like, being inside the main character's head, basically explained everything to do with what the monster, what the demon is, and what it's capable of, and like, why it's dangerous. I remember taking screenshots of this game and using them as custom backgrounds. I'm not surprised. This game is beautiful. This game is gorgeous. I love the nebulas and stuff like that. And I mean, these scenes with the doors, like, especially before they have anything in them, like, I don't know, it's so it's so mysterious, so magical. Yeah, basically there was a good old, like, several minute sequence where the anime was just explaining the demon, and I immediately lost interest in the anime because I know if like, let's just say I am someone who is a big fan of show don't tell, and with allowing the viewer to make their own decisions about things. I like when stories aren't fully explained, and it allows you to come up with solution for yourself or come up with what you think happened. Right. So, something else I didn't notice is that apparently those panels, these panels that are up there now, they as you go through the game and complete sections of the game, apparently more and more of these panels appear. That I can't say I ever noticed prior to now. That there were panels slowly appearing around this. The implication being that CW, that Cecil, is placing them there. Yeah. Is it true that most anime is overly dramatic? Well, there's that too. I do find that to be true as well. I don't watch a lot of drama stuff. I prefer comedy. And so much of anime is just so dramatic. And like so deeply, excessively dramatic. And I struggle. He's not coming to the door anymore. He's writing something. I can hear him typing. Nah. I think it sounded like he was on a typewriter or something. He was typing something. Maybe he's like, he just doesn't want to be disturbed. But I suddenly realized, because I didn't realize these panels were being put up. But as soon as I discovered that these panels were being put up, apparently over time throughout the game, I realized that I actually should have access now back to this side. Oh. Okay. So that didn't quite get me the thing I wanted to get access to. I thought I might be able to get access finally back to the other side of the waterfall, but that must be this. It must take the final panel place before you can get access back that way. Yeah. Damn it. I got excited. Okay, well. Yeah, it's that door has like a board that you could move out of the way. So it's gotta be the door. So I'm gonna wait for the very last panel to be done. However, what even could be that last panel? Something else I haven't done yet, which is gonna take me going all the way back. Oh. Talking about an anime that takes piss out of itself by being way too dramatic while also pretending to be serious. No, there is stuff like that that does exist, and I will say, I've talked about this before on stream before, but one anime that I could like handle was there's a particular director, anime director, who is known for, there we go, his style or his thing is subversion of anime tropes, basically. That's his like whole shtick, his bread and butter. And the one of the animes, an anime that he made or he directed is called Kill la Kill. And Kill la Kill I could handle watching right through because yeah, back to the desert. Yeah. I'm about to go back to Mayar, though. I'm about to go back to the jungle. I could handle that anime. I could handle Kill la Kill because many times when my favorite moments in Kill la Kill are the ones where, like, it starts doing. So we just talked about the fact that wait, which one's this one? That's the red one. Oh, it's the green one. Nope, that's the blue one. Well, shit. Must be the yellow one then. Yeah. I just ranted a moment ago about how much it annoys me when characters feel the need to explain everything in an anime. Well, in Kill la Kill, there are more than one moment where there's more than one moment or more than one time where the a bad guy is monologuing and being like, I'm going to take over the world and do this and that. And they're explaining what they're going to do and how evil they are. And then just out of fucking nowhere, like, they get impaled by something. Because someone's just like, oh, fuck this. And they just, like, they don't wait for them to finish their monologue. They just, like, throw something at them and impale them. Oh, that's so satisfying. Every time it happens. Every time it happened, I just cracked up laughing because it's so perfect. You know, the big bad guy is like, sort of, like spouting off some fucking monologue about how powerful they are and how useless you are, and then they just get fucking impaled. It's so funny. I love it so. Oh. Did I never open that door? What the? Some of the doors have closed. Wait, was this where I wanted to go? Yes, I want to go back to the gauntlet. Because I want to get access back to the cave. Oh.
Don't panic. This is the best way.
Yeah. Yeah, that must be the case. The ship is leaving, or like, but who's controlling it? It's not the guy who was crushed and was like begging for help. He wasn't able to he was still there. He was still crushed. It's been so long since I was at the start of Mayar that I don't actually even remember it's like how to get to the gauntlet. This must be it. I forget, I do walk faster if I walk in strafes. Oh. Oh, so close to being able to fall down. It is time for a muffin. Oh. I never did go to the far side of the river. So I'm curious as to what's over here. Oh. Delicious. I literally decapitated it. I took the cap off of the muffin. Why is it always violence with you, Fireboy? I just want to eat a muffin. Says me, I just literally just talked about decapitating it, but shh. I don't know, to be honest. Mm. You always meet every situation with some kind of violence for some reason. It's fine. Don't worry. I'm not actually not actually upset or anything. It's just something I've noticed about you. I eat a banana. You talk about poisoning my banana. I eat muffin. Poison muffin. Ooh. Pretty. They have monarch butterflies. Do they have monarch butterflies in North America? Because we have them down here. But that's because they migrate through this area. Do monarch butterflies migrate through Arizona? I wouldn't have thought so. Just with me. Just, violently hostile towards Rorius. Please read thoroughly. We must have every detail in place. Our lives, our species, depend on this being executed perfectly. The locations and times in this document are based on the information leaked by Ruko and Shavar. Ah, I saw Shavar was one of the Mofang. Do they have spies in the Mofang? Our lives depend on the accuracy of the information we received from them. Remainers. CW, Earth. Trar, Aprar, and Obrar. Orbar. Marae. The Arai and one Polyarch on Kaptar. Prep. Day this. Begin chambering. End of day that. Farley verifies manifest. All souls chambered. Beginning of day that. Remainers in place with hands-on swap trigger. Ruko and Shavar arrive. Chambered by Trar. Beginning of day that. Trar on guard of chamber. Trigger time. Trigger locations. As prescribed, all locations should have small error allowance. Array has largest margin of error for potential be alert. Trigger task. Trigger reswap immediately after swap. Any delay increases the risk of detonation in a home sphere. And the risk of a Remainer being disabled in Mofang. Clearly one of the Remainers was disabled in Mayar, but that might have happened after. Communication. Farley, I'll ensure that all Remainers, or in the case of Kaptar, the remaining Polyarch, receive and understand this document. Yes. Alright, let's go through here. Ooh, it's a red one. We're finally got a red one. Fireboy has a thirst for blood. Yeah. Fire vampire. Ooh. We're finally in Mofang. Except theoretically, that should be the Earth sun. Is this like a bomb site? Because they sent through a bomb and then came right back. Could this be like a crater? There's the tree. It certainly seems like that could be the case. Oh god, it's laggy. Yeah. Maybe that other one wasn't, but this definitely is. Some kind of crater. Yeah. This definitely looks like it here. This looks like the epicenter of a bomb, at least. Just the way that it's all like strewn out from here. Which way do I go first? I suppose we'll do this. Immediately go down and link the heart. Poop mountain. I think it's just because it's been bombed. It looks like not nice because I think it's been bombed. There we go. My heart soars achievement. Again, I swear I saw that more people had this achievement. More people had linked Mofang than they had linked Mayar, which is kind of baffling to me. I guess you get access to it technically before. Whoa. Very cool. Maybe someone's just smoking. Nah, someone's just vaping. Someone's just vaping way too hard. I'm gonna quickly go back into Mofang. I don't know why, but every time I go look at Muffin, I think of the Muffin guy from Asdef movie. No, because I work at the Muffin factory. Looks like a pulsar. Right. I can't say I'm super familiar with. Yeah, there's all yellow now. Can't say I'm like super familiar with what the difference is. Or what space objects are. Oh, the structures over there. Oh! I think I just saw... Did I see what I just think I saw? I think I saw out into Arizona. Yep. Raising Arizona. Damn. Oh! Yeah! What the heck? Those buildings have been, like, destroyed. It looks like a bomb has gone off in Arizona as well. Oh dear. Things don't look good in Arizona. That's not good. That's not good at all. Anyway, let's get out of here. So, tube direction. Tube direction. Here we go. That's normal for Arizona. It's a normal Arizona Tuesday. Oh, dear. Now, that should be it. That should be all the things linked. What's next? You are funny, Fireboy. You are frequently funny. Now, something else I read which I had not noticed is that apparently, if you watch the tree, there's a few things. I think this was in that guide as well. This is in the same guide that I was talking about before. It mentioned some things like things you may not have noticed. It tried to be spoilery, as spoiler free as possible, but if you just watch the tree over time, it goes from like quite yellow to it heads towards green, and every time it gets really near being very green, you'll see the bleeder trigger and suck energy. What seems like out of the dome, but it seems to pull it from the tree, because you'll see the tree like goes like back to being like brown yellow color. If we sit here long enough, we'll see it happen. See, the tree looks quite green now. It's a bit hard to see through past all the panels, but the tree leaves look quite green right now. Looks quite healthy looking. But if we give it a minute, the wires and the bleeder will animate. Give this a second. While we wait, I shall consume more muffin. Anytime now. Any second. I saw the bleeder activate, but I did not notice that the tree was changing color. I noticed the tree changed color in terms of it going from red to what I thought was just green, like a yellowy green color. I didn't notice this though. Come on. There it is. See, the bleeder activates and the tree goes red. It goes right back to red before it starts to regenerate again. Starts going orange. Yeah. So the bleeder's stopping the tree from like reaching its maximum potential. Okay. Let's go back to CW. Maybe he'll answer the door now. If not, I'll go to the bleeder. The door's probably openable now. But we'll talk to CW first.
There's one thing left. It's called the bleeder. Gotta stop it. It's draining the whole system. It keeps things under control, holding us back. Connections, tree, panels, battery, power levels. You trace that bleeder. If everything's connected, we'll be headed home.
At least that's the hope. Alright. Let's go do it. I don't know if this is the end of the game, or how much more game there is left. But however long it is, we'll end the stream when the game ends. We'll probably chat for a bit, but yeah. Yeah, finally able to come back here. This is an area that I wanted to come back to for the longest time. But because of the way the water works in this area, you can't. When you first get up here, you have access to this part of the dome here, but it's blocked off because of the laser. The laser, in order to get rid of the laser that blocks the dome, yeah. In order to get rid of the laser that blocks the dome, you need the power so you can get the cart down to use the laser to use the blue laser on the red laser. Badlands and Div 2 look different. Yeah. This is a piece of Arizona called Hunrath, which is currently displaced on a different planet called Mofang. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. When we first came up here, the laser was still active, blocking the dome. And so, and then we diverted the power, we diverted the river to coming down this way, so that we could rotate the door down there. But then once we did that, we lost access to this upper area. We lost access to this elevator because the water is no longer powering the elevator. But now, after all this time, I can finally go through the edge of the dome and reach the bleeder, I think. Yeah. I was pretty sure this is where the bleeder access way was. Yeah. So, he said to trash it, but I'm assuming there's just like a button to turn it off. Or maybe not. Oh! I know what that red thing is. I remember you fucking around with the red thing. New Zealand's desert. I hazard to say, we do not have deserts here. What we do have is, like, we have an area that's almost like a savanna. But even then, it's not really. Oh, we have an area that's very dry, like a savanna. But, it also gets really snowy there in the winter. So, not really. Not really. Yeah, I need to go all the way through to... I need to go through this house. Through Farley's house. Now. I need to get up there. Somewhere. Is it the tower? I think it's the top of the tower, isn't it? How on earth do I get there again? Oh, I remember. I remember one of the ways. We're pretty close to Antarctica. We're like the second closest country to Antarctica. To be fair. Oh, I can't go this way. I have to go around the big sphere. I think we're the second closest country to Antarctica. After South America. Well, Argentina. South America's a continent, Rory. No. While we might be close to Antarctica, there's still a long way between us and there. nothing is close to Antarctica. I think we're pretty close to the end of the game. I think the game is about to end. TV screens. Here it is. Going out with a bang. Oh.
Almost there.
Okay.
Real good. Not much left. Just waiting for all the natural way of things to happen now. Lots of folks left behind, but I reckon they've passed. They don't move real well, carving legs. You can see how useful these tracks is to me.
Oh, that's him down there.
Let's get into them crazy capital critters. They ain't unplugging my battery. We're going home, not wherever.
Oh, yeah, they're like gathering around the power source.
Alright then, I'll power up my override when the time comes. It works a lot like them little swappers. They'll swap us home. We don't spend much time here, and that ain't a bad thing. But there were some fine folk. Some real fine folk. I reckon you got the best seat in the house over there.
Oh.
Been a long time since I've seen them. Very long indeed. Like people. Seems like it's regular job.
No, those flying things are they're the Arai. Oh. What?
This ain't. What happened here?
Oh, he's saying like, what happened to Earth?
This ain't Earth, is it? But no, I don't know. It's gone. All gone. There's nothing left. Nothing.
Oh, no, no, no,
Hmm. So wait, where was Carolyn broadcasting that from? Last time I saw Carolyn, she was in the... I was gonna say, can I reactivate? Can I get out of here? Or am I fucked? I'm assuming I'm dead. This is the bad end. This is the bad ending, basically. Oh, interesting. Oh, there we go. Abduction. Okay. So yeah, there's more to this than that. Firstly, I have two more achievements I could get. One called Scattered Seeds and one called Excellent. Alt ending involving the battery. Right, okay. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna watch the credits. Let's load. Wait, where did it load? Where is this loading me? Involving the battery. Hmm. Oh, right before I detonated that. Pretty sure once I detonated that, I couldn't use the elevator anymore. Right, so all the power in all the other locations just like reached 100 and then sat there. But Hunrath keeps resetting because of the bleeder. I'm actually curious to watch this. Do I just unplug the battery or something? I wonder. Yeah, you'll see the leaves slowly go green. I wonder if they go green with the tin. No. It is just a slow, gradual shift between yellow and green. I'm not gonna sit here watching that. Okay. I always wondered why this was here. Well, that's what I was saying. That's the reason why I was like, maybe I can maybe I just unplug it before I do everything. Oh wait, actually, it'd be better if I went down here. It'd be quicker. I was gonna say, yeah, this one's good. Yeah, because he mentioned the Arai were doing something with the battery. Oh my god. Fucking open. Let's do that and then see and try it again. I'm going to hazard a guess. This is what I initially also had a thought about before. There's talk about the trees reaching their maturity. And that, you know, the bleeder stops the tree reaching its maturity. I'm wondering if, rather than using it the way that CW uses it, Maybe if you just allow, once you connect all the hearts, and you allow the trees to come to maturity, something different will happen. Because the whole time we've been here, the tree hasn't been able to reach maturity, because it's constantly being bled for power. Okay, let's try this again.
Almost there. Real good, not much left. Just waiting for all the natural way of things to happen now. Lots of folks left behind, but I reckon they've passed.
They haven't.
Don't move real well, carving legs. You can see how useful these tracks.
Carfin legs, what does that mean?
Not sure what's getting into them crazy capital critters. They ain't unplugging to
Yeah, now the particles are yellow now.
not wherever.
Particles are yellow now, not red.
All right now, I'll power up my override. When the time comes, it works a lot like them little swappers. They'll swap us home. You didn't spend much time here, and that ain't a bad thing. But there were some fine folk. Some real fine folk. I reckon you got the best seat in the house up there.
How is this gonna make it different?
Well, this is it.
Yeah, no, I kind of assumed that it was a red color because the piece of earth and the piece of Mofang were the ones that were swapped. So, whereas typically stuff with Hunrath is yellow.
This can't. I checked.
He's like, did you not plug the battery in?
I checked everything. So help me. Did you do this? Carving chance. I got no idea where we're headed now. You're sending us to hell for all I know.
Scattered seeds. Oh.
What in places?
Uh.
I'll be.
The Mirai one is there. And the friggin' Mofang.
She got it right.
And the Captar. What in the heck? That's why the Arai were all like...
CW. Cecil.
Ah.
Caroline. Caroline.
This is so incredible.
Dear Lord,
This is their plan all along?
you made it. How many others?
We all made it. I'm heading your way. Stay where you are.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yay. Yeah, the Arai, they're all flown off back home, back to their polyarch. But like, where is this? Yeah. Alright. Okay. So yeah, we saved everyone. What was that achievement for? Left the nest achievement. The excellent one, I'm pretty sure it's just find all the backer support items. But yeah, that's it. We saved everyone. We got everyone to safety. What happened with Earth, though? What was going on there? Wait, there's a comprehensive narrative beginning to end thing. 2 endings. Turn back to second floors. Wait, this isn't narrative. Very comprehensive narrative with pictures that will take you from the beginning of the game to the very end with 2 endings. But it doesn't say... It doesn't actually say what the endings mean. Weird. This guide has things going in a very different order, where they don't get the Captar. This guide that I'm looking at right now has Captar as the final planet, well, like with the final tree to connect. That's weird. Oh, apparently Steam has gone down. Apparently. In the brief period from which I first loaded that guide to just now, it, Steam is no longer connected properly. Yikes. 1 second. Steam down. Steam down! Steam down! Currently, it looks as though it might be. Steam community, service unavailable, yeah. Steam is down for routine maintenance every Tuesday. I do know that that is a thing that happens. It's Wednesday in my time, but every Tuesday American time there's an outage. There's a Steam outage. You can probably get into Steam, but I mean, try going into like a guide for a Steam product. Okay, let's just go back. So for instance, try, if you go into a game, try load a guide up. Or try use the community elements. Like your friends list, for instance. It'll say that it's oh, okay. It might be okay now. It's okay now. It's fixed. It's fixed. It's back. It definitely went down though. I could see it. If you go to steamstat.us, you can see It even literally says Steam community just had issues. I want to see this thing explains the ending. The player returned to Hunrath after disarming the bomb and reconnecting all the trees to the. Wait. A Mofang had swapped to Murray at about the same time, though, and so it and its bomb were not destroyed. It came disguised as Mayor Jansen, which threw off 2 Villain who were waiting there. The Mofang managed to shoot and kill one of the Villain, but the other Villain, Trar, forced it away from the bomb before it could arm it. They were both armed, and they remained in a stalemate until the player arrived. Trar was able to kill the Mofang, but was seriously wounded. It directed the player to disarm the bomb and began waking up everyone in the... Began waking up everyone in the cryostasis chamber after the bomb was safely destroyed. So theoretically, that Villain that got crushed, he must have been able to get back up after I disarmed the bomb, and he started waking everyone up from cryostasis. But yeah, the Diaspora is the last chapter of this. Yeah, it's hideous. It's literally just my head. The player returned to Hunrath after disarming the bomb and reconnecting all the trees to the heart. CW was determined to swap Hunrath back to Earth, though, so he directed the player to destroy the bleeder to allow the controlled swap to take place. The player first disconnected an important part of the system, though, CW's battery. After destroying the bleeder, CW began the control swap but discovered he was not in control after all. The Hunrath cell swapped to a lush new world along with the other 3 cells, and all their membranes dissolved. Farley returned to Hunrath to inform CW that everyone was safe, and he became satisfied with what happened. The 4 species then began their new lives together in their new world. Yeah, so, although there's only a couple of Mofang, so good luck with that. There's only the spies, although I didn't look closely at the books to see how many spies there were. There's only 2 names mentioned. Yeah, sorry, you can't see what I'm reading. I'm reading a guide. It would seem... Yeah, there's a guide here that, like, talks through the story, the actual story. From what I understand, I think I understand why... I think I understand what's going on, and the reason why we can't go back to Earth. Because I thought we were going to go to Earth. I thought we were going to return to Earth, and that was going to be the end of the game. But as it seems, as it is mentioned, let's see if I can find Hunrath dating system. New arrivals arrive in their cells. Oh, dating as in how they date them. What the time period they come from. Yeah. Sometime before John Farley died under mysterious circumstances, Mayor Sims thought it may have been a previous mayor became worried that when the tree reached full maturity, the wall might dissolve, and the Mofang on Soria might destroy them. Yes. So they built the bleeder to stop it from reaching maturity. Yep. It doesn't mention it here, but I swear somewhere, if you look closely at Arizona in Mofang, you could probably know that Hunrath was a ruined version of Arizona. I mean, yeah, I suppose. But, so I'm sure, I'm almost certain that I recall reading somewhere that someone had the idea that there might be a reason for why the trees have done what they do and why they... Yeah, there's some reason behind the trees. I'll see if I can read this background seeds and trees thing. There's a natural process in the universe whereby special seeds swap spheres of matter and energy instantaneously between different times and locations in the universe. All seeds come in pairs. Yep. Mother seed, somewhere in the universe, travels to a different planet and times to initiate a swap. With the mother seed as a center point, a large sphere is swapped between each location. Seed A is transported with its sphere of matter and energy to the location at the time of seed B. Once the swap is complete, each mother seed begins to grow into a tree. A transparent membrane is located at the edge of each sphere, and the sphere and the membrane together make up a cell. Yeah, light from outside goes in, but light from inside doesn't go out. Yep. From the inside, it appears the cell has been transported to a completely different location. From the outside, it is unknown if it appears as if the cell is in its original location, or if a new landscape appears. Yeah. For example, if a town is swapped away by a mother seed, does it still appear as if the town is there, or is a blank landscape created? Yeah. From the way that they describe it, it's almost as though the whole sphere like collapses into itself when it disappears. So like the area just looks like a flat plane where you can just like run like this. But from the inside of the sphere, someone reaches the edge of the sphere and warps to the opposite side of the sphere. So I don't really know how the space works around the seeds. Instead of passing through the membrane, it takes one to the exact opposite side. Yeah. Yeah, collector seeds. Yep, ambassador seeds. Trees, as previously mentioned, grow from mother seeds at the center of each cell. When properly cared for with water and nutrients, their trunks open to reveal a passageway to a shared heart, which allows free travel between the cells. Pairs of mother seeds also come in pairs. So each heart links 4 cells, or 2 pairs of cells. Thus, while cells A and B have been communicating via ambassador seeds, cells C and D have been doing the same thing with each other. The heart below the tree also allows communication and visitation between all 4 cells. 4 mother seeds seek out intelligent species on 4 planets with similar atmospheres and resources. Yeah, this is the thing. Is like they mentioned that all 4 planets had to have had similar atmosphere and resources. So that's why the planets that it landed on, they're all breathable because they're all got similar like qualities. But I was looking for this. This is exactly what I was looking for. The species on these planets face imminent extinction, even if they don't know it. That's what I was looking for. So that's why we couldn't return to Earth. It's because Earth was about to die for some reason. Whether like nuclear war broke out and destroyed the planet, or some sort of like cataclysmic event was about to happen on Earth. So when we swap back to Earth in the bad ending, like we just found ourselves facing Armageddon basically. And so we arrived back to Earth and immediately were wiped out by some kind of explosion or cataclysmic event. So this almost like the seeds almost like give a subset of the people a chance, and it sends like seeds through time as well. There was a sandstorm in the band ending. Well, it looked like a sandstorm, but that could have been a stand-in for like maybe a comet hit the planet, and you're just seeing a wake of like stuff destroy everything. It could have been like nuclear bomb, same deal, same kind of fallout. It could have been anything, but it's some sort of cataclysmic event was occurring on Earth, and when we returned, we were destined for death, basically. But yeah, these trees almost like try to bridge a gap for similar beings with similar resources to potentially start anew if they allow it. Yeah, mother seeds A and B swap with each other, as do seeds C and D. Each seed begins to grow into a tree. Collect the seeds drop from each tree and fetch additional individuals and resources from the home planet. Individuals are saved from imminent death, even if they don't know it. So once again, we were camping, and we got grabbed by a seed. We got grabbed by a collector seed. We were about to die for some reason. We don't know why or how, but we were about to die when the collector seed showed up and grabbed us. Ambassador seeds drop from each pair of trees, allowing individuals from cell A and B to interact, as well as individuals from C and D. Once trees reach a certain level of maturity, their trunks open and grant access to a shared heart beneath them. Travel between any of the 4 cells becomes possible so long as the tree in a specific cell is healthy. Individuals from all 4 cells may now intermingle. Once the trees reach their final maturation, all 4 cells swap together to a new healthy world. The members around each cell dissolve, the membrane, allowing all the species to move out into the new world together. So yeah, so it's some sort of weird method of like saving species from imminent demise, where it like some unknown entity sends these seeds out and they seek out species that are about to go extinct. Multiple species are about to go extinct, tries to get them to like almost like work together for a common goal, and then transplants them onto a new world where they can all try and work together. Terrorist? Wait, as in terrorist? Terrorist? Wow. How could you? But yeah, that's it. That is Obduction. I feel bad because the stream is pretty short, but yeah, that upon remembering or recalling and then now confirming that the cultures or species or whatever were sort of at an imminent demise makes a lot of sense suddenly. That explains the ending, because I was like, why is transporting to a new place the good ending and not going home the good ending? Yeah, no, because home is destined for doom. It's destined for death. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, we're ending the stream a little bit early today. Stream multiplayer 24/7. No. No. It's tempting to like stop this stream and immediately start a new stream with something else, but I won't do that. I'll have a short day today, and I'll get back to work on my game that I'm working on. Also, Zach, there's that animation that I need from you. I don't need it, but I still want that, like you know what I'm talking about. I've been working in the background. For those who are interested, I've been working on the background on that's weird. I'm working on games. I've been working on a game in the background for a while. That is so strange. No. I haven't worked on Left Only Baloney since I fully released it. I would... There is part of me that kind of would like to work on Left Only Baloney more. But... like... There's a part of me... If Left Only Baloney was successful, like if a bunch of people played it and it became a big thing, you know, if suddenly like a bunch of YouTubers played Left Only Baloney on YouTube, then I would consider making something I've kind of wanted to do for a little while now, is add a bunch more characters, like add like double the current roster of characters for that game, make a new version of the story mode. Either make the current story mode like chapter 1 or something, or make like include some of the custom weird characters into the story mode in some way. Um and I still want to make like a full custom mode where you have to deal with all the craziness. I don't know if I'd bother with like difficulty for each crazy character, but um damn, missed out on the ending. Gotta rewatch later. Yeah, you missed out on the endings. Oh, there's actually two endings. One bad ending and one good ending. And then it took me a while to look up. I looked up some explanations of the story and got it confirmed why, like, in my head, why things were happened the way they did. So, yeah. But I'm glad to see you here for the end of the stream because we're wrapping up the stream now. Very late dinner. Oh, nice. Oh, good, good. I'm glad it was good. Um, but yeah, yeah. But again, if I was gonna, what I yeah, if I was gonna work on Left Only Bologna again, it would be. I am cooking existential crises. Yeah, if I was gonna work on Left Only Bologna again, I would want to expand it a bunch. Yeah, a bunch of new characters, a bunch of extra knights, or like change. I would want to completely change up the knights. I think, um, make them because I'd rather than just having introducing one character each night, and then just having like 3, 4, and 5 all be just different difficulty levels. Maybe I'd go to like night 10 or something instead, maybe like double the night length, but have like way more crazy wackiness going on in the nights. Um, and I'd want at least double the roster that I currently have. And I'd release it on Steam, is what I was gonna say. That's the thing I was I was gonna lead to, is it like do all that and release on Steam. Unironically enough, I skipped breakfast yesterday. Ah, yes. I usually I usually don't eat breakfast unless it's on a stream. Unless I'm streaming and I eat something like I have something like a muffin. I don't usually eat breakfast. Um Act of God. Make a paid DLC. I mean, yeah. That could be something funny. What I'd do, if I was gonna make a paid DLC once again for Left Only Baloney, what I'd do is make a secondary campaign that's like either ultra hard or has even more new characters. A locked in DLC. Yeah. It's a big ass cake. You're not wrong. It is basically a small, but not that small, cake. Yeah. But yeah, if I was gonna go for the basically, yeah, if Left Only Bologna became popular for some reason, then I'd do a re-release on Steam with a bunch of new characters and yeah, either retain the classic story where it's just the original characters in the restaurant, but have like extra campaigns, or completely remix, start from scratch with the levels and make it so that instead of having one character new each level, have like multiple characters new each level to the point where level 5 or level 7 or level 10 or whatever the final level is like fucking crazy chaotic. So when's the banana DLC? Oh my god, instead of it being a pizza, it's just a bunch of bananas and you slowly eat the bananas. I enjoy eating cake. My body rejected the word cake for some reason. I do enjoy eating cake. Thank you, Zach. It's I'm currently using placeholder animations instead of that. It'd be good to have that. But definitely like uh in the other scenarios there could be something other than pizza that you're eating. But pizza's just a good one because it has slices and you can see the progress. I kind of want to put a banana on a pizza. That's kind of what I want to do. Oh, I should have the opposite of I should have something that's the opposite of the bird poo. Because there's the bird poo, which makes you eat the pizza really slowly because you're like gagging as you eat. First of all, I should make it so that if you maybe rather than I think I just leave it the way I'll leave the bird poo the way it is. But maybe there's something else like banana slices that you can sometimes you can get, which will speed up the speed at which you eat the pizza. So it's like another beneficial one. I love all the stupid nuance that I added to that game. Oh, by the way, also, I'm like super weirded out. For some reason, on OBS, it says that I've been streaming for 2 hours, 20 minutes. But on YouTube, it says I've been streaming for 2 hours, 27 minutes. How is that possible? That's so weird. Even you have to have some standards. But bananas are great. Source engine version of the game? Nah. No. Banana pizza, yeah. No, I mean, the time difference doesn't make any sense. But eating banana you speed up. Rory, please, no, that opens the discussion for second meanings. It would be slices of banana. It wouldn't make it sexual. Alright, maybe sausage then. Would that be better? You slice some sausage on your pizza, and then you eat it faster because it's yummy. um, but no, I love the stupid nuance, the stupid levels of nuance that the game has. The fact that I don't know if anyone noticed it while they were playing, but if the pineapple guy puts pineapple on your pizza slice, or puts pineapple on a pizza slice, and then the pigeon comes, if you don't shoo the pigeon will eat the pineapple and fly away. Normally, the pigeon will come and shit on your pizza, which is bad. But if there's pineapple on your pizza, the pigeon will eat the pineapple off the pizza and then fly away. So there's if you miss there's ways to get to what's it called? There's ways to game the characters to fix mistakes if you make mistakes. There's a secret sauce. No. But yeah, I'm curious as to what other characters I could add to the game. And because the pizza guy has a pizza, because the pineapple guy has a pineapple for a head. Now I'm imagining other characters with other fruits or vegetables or whatever as a head. Gonna add another like plant-headed dude. I had a Karen complaining. If the Karen's at your table, the waitress won't come to the table because she sees the Karen and is like, nope. But the Karen, the only thing I can think of with the Karen though is, is that she would act similarly to the kid, where her noise, she's constantly complaining. And so her noise would drown out other hints, because there's all sorts of sound hints throughout the game, but they get borderline muted when the kid is talking. The only thing I can think of with Karen is to have a similar mechanic for that. But like, I'd want to have something else. I want to have as little overlapping character elements as possible. She's a higher chance to make the bird come often. I mean, the bird already arrives pretty often. Like, the way the bird works, code-wise, is that, the bird has like something like a 25% chance there's like a time period in which the bird has movement opportunities. And there's like every movement opportunity, the bird has a 25% chance of flying into the restaurant. And once it's in the restaurant, you don't see it. It's somewhere in the restaurant. I should put it somewhere in the restaurant. That would be funny. And then while it's in the restaurant, it has like a 50% chance of flying to your pizza and a 25% chance of flying back out of the restaurant. So once the bird flies into the pizzeria, there's a high chance it'll land on your pizza, and when you shoo it away, it'll keep landing on your pizza until it goes out, and then it's gone for a while. That's the way I programmed the bird, so that like while the bird's in the restaurant, it keeps landing on your pizza. That's why you keep having to shoo it over and over again. We need 10 birds, yes. Well, there are 10 birds if you activate penguin mode. If you put penguins on, the whole restaurant fills with penguins. And that's I want to do more stuff like that as well, where there's like silly background elements when you activate certain characters. Yeah, I'd want the Karen to have a unique thing if I was going to add her. Definitely having her affect how the waitress acts would be a good one. Where it's like she distracts the waitress in some way. But maybe immediately following the Karen, the waitress is really angry because she's just had to deal with a Karen. So the waitress is like super short-tempered after the Karen has come in. The chef is really Shia LaBeouf. She get mad if you try to eat the pizza while she's speaking to you. I mean, that did cross my mind. That is like another thing that crossed my mind, because I think at the moment there isn't anything that, if you keep eating pizza while something's at your table, there's nothing that immediately affects you. Trying to think of how that would work. Karen jump scare, yeah. I think what I'd want to do is well, again, if you see, now this is where this is where the implementation of the Karen would be difficult. I think what I'd want to do is the Karen works in two ways. I gotta write this shit down. And I'd want the Karen to work in two ways. One, if the Karen arrives while the waitress is in the back, the Karen goes to the waitress. So you see the Karen appear down the hall, and if the Karen appears at the back with where the waitress is, the next time the waitress comes to your table, she runs towards your table. Now, I want it to be, because Karen's not really interested in me. She's interested in management, you know? So, the Karen, the way I'd want the Karen to work is that while the waitress isn't at your table, there's movement opportunities happening where the Karen could spawn, but at a very low chance. And when she spawns in that scenario, she just goes straight to the back of the room. She speaks with the waitress, and the next time the waitress comes to your table, she's super short fused. So like, her times, the time it takes for her to get mad at you, are like super small. So we know that if you've seen Karen appear down the end, you have to be really careful about the waitress the next time the waitress comes to you. Um, but if the waitress arrives at your table, the movement opportunities for the Karen speed up massively, where it's like chance to move really, really, really high, so that while the waitress is at your table, the Karen can arrive at the table to speak to the waitress, but while she's there, like, yeah, if you are eating pizza while she's there, or if you're doing something, um like, this is gonna be some way of to make it like she gets mad at you because you're distracting the waitress from her. She wants the waitress to pay attention to her. So if you don't click on the waitress in that scenario, I'd want it some system like that, where it's like she's trying to get the attention of the waitress and you're the in her way, basically. So she would either like if you don't immediately speak to the waitress, the Karen would like either crush your pizza, make it like ruined pizza, that's also like slow to eat or something, or yeah, if you don't deal with the waitress quickly, Karen will like scream at you and kill you in your turn. Um, Something like that. I'd want it to be a like a she's trying to get the waitress's attention, and you're in her way. Enjoy, lol. But yeah, what I'd want it to do as well, what I'd want it to be is that I think when the Karen arrives, the waitress's behavior changes, so that like the Karen kind of saves you from the waitress, but then if you don't deal with the waitress and Karen quickly, Karen will kill you instead. Um, yeah. Something like that. I'd want it to be some sort of relationship like that, where it's like the Karen's after the waitress, but you just get in her way by the waitress being going to try and talk to you. The date DLC. We have a date at the table. Dear. Well, once again, in penguin mode, there is a penguin that appears at the opposite side of the table. I mean, yeah, that's a whole nother game where you have to like keep your date uh like entertained. I just saw your comment, Zach, about human flesh. Human flesh as like an item that, oh, we have pineapple dude. You got human flesh man, which is like just a cannibal. Comes to the table. Instead of on his shirt being a pineapple, his shirt has like a leg or a limb, a human arm. Oh dear. Karen flies around and the bird walks. I mean, to be fair, none of the characters actually animate. They just appear and disappear. Because I wanted it to be kind of, like FNAF-y, where it's you never see them move. They're always just like in your face. Um A pose, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Uh with the human flesh thing, I just suddenly thought what you could make it is that if you don't deal with the human flesh dude, uh you could have a combination of either he gets blood on a slice of pizza, and like much like the bird poo, it makes it slower to eat. Uh, but what I'd want, like what I immediately thought, pardon me, Jesus, what I immediately thought with the human, the cannibal, is he would put a piece of just a limb or a human, like a hand or like a foot or like a head or some piece of a human. It put it on a slice of pizza, and the way like to deal with that situation, you have to click and hold the pizza tray, and you have to dispose of the evidence before someone comes to the table, or before specific people come to the table, um, because otherwise you'll be arrested for having human body parts on your table. Maybe even if the waitress or someone like that comes to the table, they immediately leave the table and you hear like 911 being called. And as long as you dispose of the evidence within a time frame, when the police arrive, they don't find this piece of body, and so they inspect your table, and if there's no body part there, then you're good. Well, you're playing as Rorius. That's the big reveal. If you finish the story mode or if you finish the custom night, um, it's revealed that you were playing as me all along. Unless I add myself as a character in the game, so that if you have that character active during custom night, um, reverse Rory. No, I have me. No, you have me. You just have Rorius as a custom character. But then if you have them active in custom mode, when you come to the ending, it like there's a secret alternative ending that is basically what would you call it? Or maybe only if you only have Rorius active, then there's like time paradox ending where the two Rorys interact and like the world implodes on itself. Yeah, it's exactly like FNAF Custom Night. I literally stole that from FNAF Custom Night. Not Custom Night, FNAF World. I literally stole it from FNAF World. But the game is like FNAF Custom Night a bit. Yeah, if you have just or even you can have the reverse Rory, Swee Roar, where it's like if they meet, I'd want the bonus ending to only happen, the special ending to only happen if you have just Swee Roar active. But yeah, if you get to the end of the level with just Rorius, you and Swee Roar, then they meet and the world implodes on itself because it's a paradox. Oh god. I have real bad acid reflux right now. Ugh. Banana Man, it's good for your heart, yeah. And so Pineapple Man made me think of Banana Man, but I like Cannibal. I'm envisioning a guy with a slab of meat as a head, and on his shirt he has like an apron, and on his shirt he has like a limb or something, like a hand or a foot, or like a leg with a foot, or an arm with like a forearm chopped off like here on his shirt, and he literally drops off body parts on your pizza. Yeah. And his mechanic would probably work very similarly to the pineapple guy, except for the fact if the waitress, or would I want any of the other characters to react? It would just be the waitress, I think. If the waitress comes to your table while you have a body part on there, she calls 911 and they arrive within like 5 seconds. And it takes a while, like the time it takes to like dispose of the limb. There's like a time period. Gordon Ramsay win. Yeah. The problem is Gordon Ramsay, he gets mad at the people who cook the food. So I couldn't have some sort of Gordon Ramsay stand-in because it wouldn't make sense. See, I can justify Karen because Karens get angry at other people in the store doing stuff that they don't like as well. And once again, I'm thinking about how Karen would work. I think if you interrupt her, that would be the one that'd be the thing that gets her mad. It's if you try and help the waitress while Karen is there. It's kind of like the reverse of the kid, where if the kid's at the table and you try and deal with the kid while the waitress is also at the table, then the waitress gets mad at you for talking like poorly to the patrons. So the Karen could be almost like the opposite. If you try and talk to the waitress before the Karen goes away, then the Karen will scream at you. TF too heavy. You you hear nonstop nom 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 nom. Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, gotta think of other ways that you could make other interactions you could have. Like the kid has interactions with the waitress. The waitress is like the linchpin that most people have interactions with. But there's gotta be someone like, what's a good example? Like while the I'd almost want it to be if the police are called and they arrive at your table around the same time as the homeless person does. The homeless person won't do negative things because the police are there. That's a thing I'd want. Like while the police are there, no one can kill you because because the police are there. But also the homeless person won't steal your pizza, or no, they don't steal your pizza. They steal your wallet. They won't steal your wallet, so that's good. And if you don't have a wallet, they'll just leave. They won't kill you. The kid's mother is a Karen. Well, the thing is, the kid actually sits in the restaurant with his dad. So, Ken maybe, rather than Karen. I mean, the Gordon Ramsay would be mad at Left-Only Bologna. That would be the idea. But, Left-Only Bologna... Actually, that's another thing. I don't know how I'd make it work. But you could have something that slows down Left-Only Bologna as well. Something that, like, some character wants to take a selfie with Left-Only Bologna, which slows Left-Only Bologna down, but I don't know how I'd implement something like that. Do drinks exist? I forget. Well, there are cups on the table, but there's no drink in the game. But once again, I could add something like that. Theoretically, I could make some sort of drink thing. I don't know how OBS managed to get out of sync with time, because I realized I started streaming right on 8 o'clock, which lines up almost perfectly with how long I've been streaming on YouTube. But OBS, sorry, says I've been streaming for like 8 minutes less. How did it get 8 minutes behind? How did OBS get 8 minutes behind? It didn't drop any frames. Should make it so you need a glass of water for the later night or bigger pizzas. Right. I mean, that could be another thing that's like, if you sip a glass of water between slices, it gets more speed boosts to your eating. Because like the later nights with more chaos happening, you're gonna be dealing with more shit, and so you don't have time to eat as much. So, like, because if I increase the chaos a lot by adding like double the roster, it might make it so that the time it takes to eat the pizza normally might be too slow for Left-Only, before left turning gets to your table. So it might be worthwhile adding like boosters, things that'll boost the speed at which you get through things. So like, uh, yeah, some sort of like water that allows you to speed through your pizza better. You gotta just remember every time you finish a slice, take a sip of water and then get your next pizza, and like either initially you have a boost or like you gain one for the initial sip after you've eaten a pizza, but then you don't get another one until you can't get another one until you've eaten a slice. But when you eat the slice, you lose your bonus, so you have to then sip again to get your bonus back. Karen could knock over the water. Yes. The kid's just annoying. I don't want him to be nefarious. But yes, the Karen could tip over your water. That's perfect. That's a great interaction. And what else could that do? That could do it. Tipping over the water could do a bunch of things. Dear. But yeah, no, that's good. That's a good combination. Okay, I'm gonna write these down. Wait. The problem with doing this brainstorming left handing baloney stuff. The problem with this is that it's making me excited to work on that and not on the project I'm currently working on. Okay, so I've got uh Karen. Karen-esque character. Knock over glass? Question mark. Glass. Oops. Sip for speed boost. I like cannibal. Cannibal. Body part on slice. W calls cops. Cops inspect. Yeah, okay. Rorius, yes. Guy who drops limbs is the cleaner. It's like a janitor. Coffee is another good one. Drink, but you get super hyper and eat pizza faster until the hype's over. Yeah, I mean, I'll put glass and then I'll put coffee underneath it. Because it's an Italian restaurant, so coffee would not be out of the question. Italians are known for good coffee. Well, the cleaner or janitor could be another person that you have to deal with. If the glass gets spilled, the janitor has to clean up the water, clean up the mess. I'm gonna put janitor down because I like janitor because that's another like character. I'm not gonna give him any mechanics yet. Jaren. Joan, Karen, Jaren. Yeah. Am I back? Okay, I'm back. OBS crashed for a brief second. Maybe I gotta update OBS. OBS got pissed. Yeah. I know I am just streaming a black screen, like basically a black screen. Um, I should load game and just look at one of the cool backgrounds. Yeah, so I like the janitor. Add spaghetti. That's Italian, right? Yeah, I mean, I'll write spaghetti down, but I have nothing for it. Spaghetti. Question mark. Also, janitor question mark. 1 second. Where are we? Can I go around this way? I think I can. I did. That's where my brain went as well, Fireboy. I was like, spaghetti pizza? But, I mean, you could put modifiers for the pizza, what type of pizza it is. So, like, theoretically, like, by default, you have just a plain cheese pizza, which is, like, really easy to eat. But then you could have a version of the pizza that's, like, I like this one. I like Murray. Leave it there. I was like, what you could do is I'll put like pizza types. Pizza types. You could have like you could have a pizza where you have the plain cheese pizza, which is the most default pizza. It's the one that the game appears to have by default. Some sort of like cheese pizza, where it's like that's the simplest pizza. You eat it at the normal speed. There's no benefits or negatives, and that's it. It's just plain. And then you could have like spaghetti pizza, which is heavier. It's a heavier pizza, so you eat it a little slower, but maybe the negative effects of like bird shit or whatever on it are less. And things like when the pineapple is put on the pizza, uh, because of the way that because it's such a either because it's such a thick pizza with all the spaghetti on it, pieces of the pineapple just fall like sink into it, and so you don't notice it anymore. And so maybe only one or two pieces of pineapple have to be pulled off instead of multiple. And then so like it like becomes like there's less downsides if like midway through the match. If you're prone to missing prompts, the spaghetti pizza is a little better for you because you're less likely to be negatively affected by things throughout the round. Wealthy guy, maybe the homeless guy has a chance to steal his money, which makes him cause a scene later in the night when cops get called. I mean, a wealthy guy who just like throws money at stuff, that could be good in terms of. I was gonna say I could imagine a scenario where the homeless guy has stolen your wallet or stolen your money, and then if you're lucky, if you're very lucky, and the homeless guy doesn't come back, but before the wealthy guy comes to you, the wealthy guy will like slip you some money, so that you won't die to the homeless guy next time around. But if I recall as well, the homeless guy has a small chance of stealing a slice of pizza, which is ultimately a positive thing, because once again, when the good Doge comes, when Doge comes, when the good boy comes, I think that's what I called him, good boy. When the good boy comes, he actually eats. You give him a slice of pizza. Hey, who's a good boy? It's the sound effect for when he comes. Um, so yeah, I'm just trying to think of how that would work. But what else would the wealthy guy do? Nah, it's not possible for the pizza to get cold. Because I mean the time frame at which it happens, unless some there's like an ice dude, he puts ice on your pizza. I can't think of how else to make cold pizza. Unless that's some pizza modification again, that you have cold pizza. Maybe the cold pizza, the pineapples would slip right off of it, and the same with the bird shit. It'd be immune to stuff being put onto it, but it would be icy cold and therefore like really slow to eat. But that's the only thing I can think of when it comes to pizza modifiers is like speed of eating, like the amount it is affected by characters. Spicy pizza, we need water often. I mean, yeah, I suppose. I prefer, generally speaking, I prefer having just like characters because I think characters are funnier than just modifiers to the pizza. Like modifiers to the pizza or to things like the drinks is like the only one that I can see being like that might be one I actually add across the board is a little drink thing or drink related thing. Where maybe you start out with a glass of water and like you can, depending on, see, once again, like I don't know how I'd work that, because do I have glass of water in all of them? I don't know. Ugh, my ear. The thing with the good boy is that there's actually a chance he won't arrive at all. When it comes to the good boy, there's a small chance that the good boy will only arrive. Well, no, I set it up so he'll always arrive once if you have him active. But there's a small, very small possibility that he'll arrive 3 times throughout the night. But they have to be extremely lucky. The good boy is a total luck character. Raider offers you water, but if you need to ask multiple times, she gets more pissed. Well, yeah, I was thinking, how would I do that? Because in my head, I'm like, the water is good for later in the game, like later in later nights. But if I make it like something that only comes up in later nights, then I need to make it a toggleable on and off thing, as if it's a character. And I'd honestly rather have the glass be a permanent thing, but then once again, other characters can fuck with it. So, like, for instance, Karen can knock it over. Maybe another character can drop something in it. Oh my god. It might be too adult, but I just suddenly imagined someone fucking roofying your drink. On hot days, you need to drink more often. Need a weather system? No. Just no. I couldn't implement a weather system. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I had a tornado. Yeah. Yeah. No. Just no, there's no way. I was like trying to justify it in my head. Having like a tornado or something crazy like that. Nah. I think what I'd want it to do is, if I was gonna add a glass of water as a thing, I'd want it to be that you don't need it. Like, you essentially don't need it at all for standard nights. For the first couple of 2 or 3 nights. But then, like, I'd want it so that it becomes more and more necessary. So that, like, in the final night, if you're not drinking at every opportunity, you're probably going to run out of time. But just trying to think of how I would implement that is tricky. Plus, again, I would want people to fuck with it, so it can't be entirely necessary. Again, like, I'm imagining things like certain characters putting stuff in the drink, knocking it over. Knocking it over would be the ultimate fail thing, unless the waiter or waitress, they can refill it. Maybe there's a separate character, not the waitress themselves, but when the waitress comes to the table and you are missing your drink's been knocked over, she wouldn't deal with it when the Karen's there. So when the Karen knocks it over, that's it. You don't have water for a while. But when the waitress comes back, instead of just shooing her like you normally do, you'd have to ask her. A different voice line would play. Basically a different voice line would play where it's like, "Can I get a glass of water?" Or "Can I get my glass refilled?" Something like that. And the waitress wouldn't do it herself. She'll get someone else to do it, which gives a little bit more time before you can before you can have your glass back. And then like a different character would be like, "Your drink, sir." You have like a butler who passes you your drink. "Your drink, sir." And then I guess he would just leave if you don't grab him soon enough. And then you'd have to go through that process again. That's all I can think of. "A drink, sir. Your drink, sir." Butterfinger mode, so no matter what you no matter what you always drop it. Well, that could be something that happens, is like if a certain character comes past the table, they make your cup slip, like they make your cup like greasy. So if you try and take a sip, there's either a skill check of sorts that plays, or either there's some kind of skill check, or there's just a chance. There's like a percentage chance that you will drop it. And again, once it's spilled, you'll need to get the waitress to get you a new glass. Skill issue. Yeah, I don't know how I'd implement the skill check thing, but I'm tempted to add a skill thing in there. Something you gotta click where to like stop yourself from dropping it. Cause just having it purely luck-based, although luck-based it works too for the chaos. That way you don't have any control over it. Because half the game is just chaos and luck. There's so much like random chance stuff that happens in that game. But I made sure there wasn't any, like in some games that are luck-based, they have like situations where if two characters come at the same time, you're just like fucked. I didn't want that to be the case with my game, so I didn't put timers on dealing with a lot of things, because I thought, if this specific combination of things occurs, I don't want the player to just be fucked. I want the player to be able to like rapidly deal with a bunch of things all at once. What are they doing to that poor glass? Yeah. They grease up the glass. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I do think it would be funny. No, with Left Turning Baloney, other than pressing escape to exit, to pause, sorry. Other than pressing escape to pause, there's no keyboard required. It's entirely mouse-based. And I kind of want to keep it that way. There'll have to be something you either click rapidly, or when you click to drink it, you get a little thing on the screen that's like literally like a Dead by Daylight style skill check. Or you have to click and hold, but there's nothing else that you need to click and hold, so I kind of want to keep it just left click. Piss meter. That is also something that could be good, is like some disincentive to drink too much. Sorry, we maybe drinks, but do you know what we really need out of that? Yeah, piss meter. I did think about that. I was like, could I make like a going to the toilet mechanic? But the problem is that I don't want to move the character away from the table. Pee on the bucket. So you haven't finished your lemonade in your glass there. Is something wrong with your drink, sir? Fat meter. Nah, you're only eating one pizza. Although I guess technically in the story of the game, you're eating a pizza every night for dinner. So yeah. I do like the butler. Uh, Butler brings new glass. No refills. Yeah. I mean, that could be another thing is like you have to pay for the drinks. So you will run out of money if you're not careful. But I don't want to have to make a money counter system. Again, the way that I designed Left Only Bologna, I wanted it to be like minimal UI. All the UI that exists is with like in the world. So you have the wallet is literally just a stop yawning. The wallet is just like a pile of money on the table. You click on. And like pizza tray, the pizza plate, the characters are all just like left click. Um yeah. Crusty crab pizza. A crusty pizza. But yeah, I want to come up with some characters that wait, yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I forgot to write down uh greasy glass skill check. Yeah, no, we got some good ideas there. I think when it came to the butler, I wouldn't want him to be someone. He wouldn't be a character who could kill you. He's like a lifeline, and I'd want him to be related to the waitress. So like yeah, again, you have to when the waitress comes and you don't have a drink, the voice line will be different, where you'll ask for a drink, and then the waitress will leave, and at a predetermined unknown time, the butler will appear. Your drink, sir. And you'll have to like grab it off him before he disappears, which won't be too hard to do. But if you're like dealing with all the chaos of everything else, might be a bit tricky. Um, and then yeah, if you don't get to him quickly enough, he'll leave, which means you have to then repeat the process with the waitress the next time. Like the guy who plays music. Well, again, I love the idea of the music player character, but I can't think of a mechanic beyond what the kid's mechanic is, where he's just a distraction. The music player would just have to be a distraction in my mind. Unless, like once again, he could still be a distraction, but maybe instead of just clicking on them to go away, maybe it's really difficult to get them to go away by clicking them. Like you can click them to go away, but you have to pester the shit out of them to get them to leave. Or you could throw them some cash. You could click on the wallet to get rid of them. Like pay them to leave. Basically, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Or you could wait them out, I suppose. Potentially. Give me money, give me. It's that fucking Family Guy bit. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. It's like gets closer and closer and closer. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. Yeah, I shall think about that one. That one's a little bit more. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I'll put it down. Uh, Musician. Which am I? But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up here. I think we've ranted enough about Laugh Tony Baloney. Your last idea, drunk mode. I mean, potentially. Again, you could make it so that the um someone either spikes your drink, or there's a chance that when you get a new drink from the bartender that it's alcoholic, which makes your drink counteractive, makes it makes your vision blurry, makes you eat slower. And so you either have to you'd have to find a way to intentionally get your drink knocked over in that situation. Or there's some way to knock your drink over intentionally. I'm not sure how I would do that. Yeah. I'm not sure how I would do that. But yeah, anyway. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. I do like that too. I do like that as a voice clip. Um, I like that idea that because like with the kid, the little kid, he has about 3 different stories you can tell when he's just rambling endlessly, and the musician could have something similar where he's like, he's got different songs he can play, and there's a rare chance that the song that he plays is just it's just the violin going back and forth, going, "Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money." Dear, it could be interesting. I just have to figure out what kind of mechanic I'd do with that character, um, and whether I'm okay with overlapping mechanics with like having the kid and the musicians, be like distractions where you can't hear other characters. I mean, the kid could say it, but you're not going to give him any money. You're going to just tell him to beat it. Get lost. Beat it. Beat it, kid. Get lost. Yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you sticking out with me. And yeah, if you're interested in the story of Obduction, you just gotta skip back a bit and have a look at how it all ended. Give me money mode where all the characters say it to you. Give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money, give me money. You can't tell who's who. Because they all just say, give me money, give me money, give me money. Yeah. Alright. Well, if you like what you saw, if you haven't hit that like button yet, consider hitting that like button. And yeah, hopefully I intend to be streaming tomorrow, but I'm not 100%. Because I intended to stream yesterday as well, but I ended up not for reasons I won't get into. But so I'm intending to stream tomorrow. What I'm streaming tomorrow, I have not yet determined because this is the end of a series, and we're gonna jump into another series. I keep remembering that I haven't finished Elden Ring, and I feel bad because I meant to go back and finish that, but not that many people watch Elden Ring, so I have to justify playing it. Turns out that the Rory in the game is a critic. So you keep trying different pizza. I mean, that is something that I also thought of as like, I could make it so that in the story mode, basically, each night is a different pizza. That could be interesting. Multiplayer mode? Oh my god. In the story of the game, officially, the story of the game is that you're me, but I mean, I actually do kind of have this a little bit. You're me, and you have masklophobia, but there's a really good discount at the local pizzeria chain. So you go there for your really, really discounted pizza, but Left Honey Bologna keeps roaming around the restaurant, and so you gotta like get your pizza and get out before Left Honey Bologna scares you. It was good, and then the bird shat on my pizza. I love that idea. Imagine seeing a review like that. uh, that's brilliant. I mean, yeah, maybe it turns out that you're not just there for the discount pizza. You're there to review them. Holy shit, that's such a good idea. Have it that the pizza was really tasty, and but unfortunately, then a bird shat on it. I can't recommend. I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because it was bird shit on it. The bird, yeah. But then the bird shat on it. That really does add something to it. That it's a specific bird. Sorry, I just suddenly noticed that the entire pillow was green, and I was like, that's weird. It shouldn't be entirely green. It should be like half and half. But no, the pipe doesn't quite actually line up. That's interesting. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, let's quit. Yeah. Well, 100% off. Well, I did think about making the discount like really, really good like that, but no, it's something like 80%. I think I ended up putting. It's like 80% off pizza. It's for their Laugh-A-Palooza sale. Yeah, I love that idea as well. That it's like that is the restaurant's pigeon. It's Laugh Tony Baloney's pigeon. It keeps coming in and out and shitting on people's pizza. And it was so nice. They even gave me an extra leg. They then proceeded to call the police on me, but that was okay. I do get it. Yeah. It's only a 1 cent pizza. Dear. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, we were brainstorming some Laugh Tony Baloney funniness. It got really good. But yeah, it's all ogre now. Uh Thank you so much for joining me. The bird was forever be the biggest enemy now. Yeah. The bird TM. I love the bird. It's one of my favorite character things that I added to the game. But yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. And tomorrow as long as I'm streaming tomorrow, which I really do intend to do, we'll be playing something new. And maybe something we've played, like, similar to something we've played in the past, because I've got a couple of things lined up that are, like, sequels or, like, more content of the same thing, but we'll see. We'll see what I decide to go with. Oh, acid. Oh, I'm gonna go eat something. And then I'm gonna probably take some... If it doesn't go away, I'm taking some Pepto-Bismol. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. Raccoon be stealing pizza. I mean, yes, I like the idea of things stealing your pizza. It's like it's good, but the problem is that that's actually a good thing for you. I don't want everything to steal your pizza because then you'll have no pizza left and you'll win. It makes it too easy. They've got to somehow ruin the pizza to make it harder for you. Or distract you from eating the pizza. Pizza gets up and walks away. I would have an existential nightmare if that happened. Like, what is happening? Yeah, anyway. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I'll catch you in the next stream. See you guys. Until next time. Bye. Alright. Yeah. If you haven't hit like button, hit the like button. There's more people here than there are likes on the stream, so someone's not pressed that like button yet. Press that. Press that. Alright. See ya. Bye.